everyone? This is All Sports All the Time on YouTube. We're trying out a new series today. It is This Date in Sports. So we will be posting one every day, Monday through Friday. Please let us know if you enjoy them. We will keep doing them one a day, short videos about something that happened on this date. And it's helpful in two ways because one, you know what day it is, you know the date, which is kind of helpful right now, and you learn something about sports history, which I'm assuming if you're here watching the channel called All Sports All the Time, you have some interest in sports. So it's helpful in two ways. Today is Monday, April 20th. Again, you're welcome. And it is not 1916, it is 2020, but the event we're talking about today happened in 1916, and it begins with Wrigley Park. Yeah, I know none of you have ever heard of Wrigley Park before. That's because it is Wrigley Field, technically. It's the same stadium, it's Wrigley Field, but it's called Wrigley Park because the owner of the Cubs at the time, his last name was Weigman, and owners named the stuff they own after themselves, so Wrigley Park it was. It was like that until 1926 when the Wrigley family bought the Cubs, and what else would they name it? Wrigley Field. Again, following the trend here of naming stuff. So it is now one of the most classic and best ballparks in baseball. I would say it's definitely top three. Located in North Chicago, Wrigley Field is a fantastic place. But this was the Cubs' first game in their brand spanking new stadium, and they won it 7-6 over the Reds. They improved to 3-4 in a young season. They started the season on the road, came home to this amazing new stadium with an odd name, and didn't know that it would be the first of over 80,000 games played in that stadium, but it was. If you're paying attention to the logos here, you'll see that they're not super creative. 1916, apparently the formula was draw a C that looks pretty much the same. As long as there's a C in your name, draw the C, and then just do something different than somebody else inside the C. But I mean, the Reds still have that logo, so that's not too bad. Good for them. The Cubs caught on and were like, hey, maybe our C shouldn't look exactly the same. So they changed that. But I mean, overall, these logos aren't too bad, especially when you consider the 1916 Phillies logo. Looks like a freaking Boy Scout patch. Anyway, Claude Hendricks was pitching for the Cubs, and he was opposed by Pete Schneider of the Reds. Neither of them pitched particularly well. The Reds took a 6-3 lead in the 8th, but the Cubs mounted a comeback to tie it and force extra innings. And then in the bottom of the 11th, this man, Cy Williams, NL home run leader in 1916 with a grand total of 12, came up to bat and drilled a double into right field. The next batter was intentionally walked. And then this man, whose face really terrified me, unfortunately this was the only picture I could find of him, Vic Sayer singled, Cy Williams scored, and the Cubs won the first ever game in Wrigley Field. Like I said, this is All Sports All the Time. We are also a podcast that you can find on Apple Podcasts. Please check that out. You can also find those episodes here on YouTube, plus additional content like this. Let us know if you enjoy it. Please give us feedback, and we will keep making them. If you guys watch them, we will keep making them. If you don't, we'll stop. So let us know what videos you enjoy, what videos you don't, and we will listen to you. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.